the size of that siren. That's your shot right there.
Oh shit. Too many big boys. Alright, hello and welcome to the ScatterVolt channel, and today we're going to be building a PC with a friend of mine, Justin, who's also a fellow lifter. And Justin, how about give a little background information about who you are and why you're building such an overkill system?
Alright, so I'm a journalism student at the University of Arkansas, and I've been a gamer my whole life. But I switched over to Xbox a while ago because I had a laptop, like a gaming laptop, and you know that's kind of a meme.
It was poopy, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I decided, well, if I'm going to get back into this, I want a computer that, you know, can do it, and I want to be able to mess with it because it's something I haven't done before. So this is totally new to me, totally out of the game.
You're building this computer for the first time, right? Any sort of computer.
It's gonna be.
But don't worry, he's under my guidance. It's gonna be okay. We take up a little bit of space, but we're gonna make it. So yeah, let's go ahead and go over the parts that we're using for this computer. So I'm the one who actually configured all the parts, and I decided to actually go with a 6-core Ryzen 2600 because Justin here is very new to the PC scene. However, he's not probably gonna be doing any overclocking of any sort. So that's
I don't know what that means.
With the 26. And then here, because we're not going to do any overclocking, we got a B450 motherboard. It's going to be able to support this guy right out of the box, no BIOS updates. We also have here an EVGA 650 GQ, 80 plus gold power supply. Going to be great for saving all that power bill in, you know, your apartment. And with a piece of resistance, we have the GTX 1080. Now you may be asking, why a 1080 rather than like an RTX 280 or 280 Ti? Well, your budget, right?
That, and I'm impatient.
Yes, and Justin's impatient. And literally when we ordered these parts, like the RTX 280 came out. So of course, we're just gonna leave it be. And still the 1080 is a fantastic card, and you're gonna be doing a little bit of VR gaming, right?
That's the plan.
Yeah, and also for our storage, we're gonna be using a 1 terabyte 860 Evo. This is gonna give you extremely fast speeds. Your PC is gonna boot up in like 2 seconds.
Sick.
And it's 1 terabyte, and we got this for a really good deal, like 170 bucks. So
save
really
a lot
good.
of money, this guy.
And then of course you're going to be a digital broadcasting journalism major, so we need a bit more RAM for editing. So we got 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM. And the case, I'll let you go over the case.
Boom! It's clean. Look at how sick this thing is. We got nice little purple accent, right?
Now why is it purple?
Because I'm a diehard Vikings fan, and I just can't quit them. I just need a little bit of reminder that my life sucks.
Anyways, we're ready to go. Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Alright, sweet. There's of course the first thing we gotta do. Yes, there we are. Go for it.
There's two. One on the inside. Yeah, there's one on the inside.
Oh yeah, let's open it up.
See what happened?
Oh, got it. There you go.
Sick.
Oh man. So let's leave the case right here, because now we're gonna do the exciting stuff.
Ooh, exciting stuff.
Yes. So
Alright.
are you ready to install the processor? Have you done this before?
No.
Alright. So yeah, here's our 2600, and we're gonna go ahead and open up the motherboard box. And something I like to do with all my computers is to, whenever you're, say, building on the motherboard, either build it on a flat desk or just to make it easy, place it on the motherboard box. Oh.
Ooh.
Damn.
Ooh.
Looks neat.
Slick. Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
So many things happening.
Oh, here, get a shot right here. Oh yeah, here's your IO shield. We need to save that for later.
Okay.
And we actually won't be needing any of these, which
No,
you'll soon
okay.
find out. Oh, we can actually also, yeah, okay, sweet. So, whenever we want to install any AMD processor, the first step I usually like to do is to remove these, which I'll let you do.
Why is that?
Because when we want to install our CPU cooler, it kind of does it in a different way than most aftermarket coolers. Are you okay there?
It's pretty tight.
It's pretty tight.
What's going on?
You got it?
Maybe.
You want me to do it?
Well,
Oh, you got it? Alright, alright. But yeah, now we're going to remove these to install the CPU cooler.
Okay.
All right, you got those off.
Mission accomplished.
So that's good. And now let's install the actual CPU.
Okay.
Yes. So you've never done this before.
Never.
Don't freak out.
I'm freaking out.
Don't freak out. Have you ever seen processors being installed before?
No. Probably. I'm like
Probably.
one of those satisfying GIF things on Reddit.
All right.
You know.
So here it is. Here is your
It's very pretty.
bread and butter. And actually, I'll let you take it out. Yeah, just hold it by the top. Don't touch the bottom.
Why?
Because there's pins at the bottom.
So I'll die.
There you go. So now, if you look at the processor, if you turn it around, do you see there's like a little golden triangle right there? Yeah. So with that, you want to line it up with your motherboard on its triangle, which is right there. It's like a little kind of black triangle right there. It's kind of small. So just line it up, and the processor should just slide in. So you can like shake it around a little bit.
Okay. Do I slap this little boy down?
Yes.
Little
Hold it in. There you go.
That's cool.
Yeah, not that bad. And now let's go ahead and install the next part, which is just as easy, right? That wasn't that bad.
No, it was fun.
Yeah. Now let's go ahead and install the RAM, which you've got 16 gigs.
I got a lot.
He's got a lot. All right, I'll let you hold these.
Whoa.
There you go.
Can we go there?
Yes.
Ha!
Now, pop quiz.
Pop.
Where? These 4 slots.
Well, some of them are different colors. That one.
This one? Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and give you the spoof, but
Give me the spoof.
if you look right here on the motherboard, here it says A1, A2, B1, B2.
Okay.
And you want to put them in the slots that have the 1. So A1 and B1.
A1 and B1, so the black.
The black ones.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, there's a
So
certain
you
orientation.
slid that over.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a certain. Oh, tell me.
Yeah, so there's a different length on each side of these RAM
And that
pins.
one's longer.
Yes. So put the longer side with the longer slot. There you go.
Do I shove it?
Yeah. Click it.
Oh, that. No, it's not that.
Oh, you should just be able to just push it in. You having trouble?
Try it.
Just gotta. You're being a little bit too delicate.
A little too delicate. Okay. Now watch me just break this.
No, I don't think faulty RAM sticks
Okay.
just from like pushing them in wrong should happen.
Sick.
So yes, got a really cool black and silver color scheme going on right now. And now let's go ahead and actually install our M.2 drive.
Okay.
So actually, we're gonna need this guy right here.
All right.
But this is gonna go right here.
Where?
Right here.
Here?
Yeah. So this
Okay.
this is totally different. This isn't a hard drive. This isn't an SSD. I'll do this actually.
Go right ahead. That boy goes in there. Okay.
Yep. And now to hold it down,
We get
we're
that.
gonna need to open this. So this is gonna store all of your files, all of your videos, anything of that sort.
Okay.
And see, we're gonna put this right here, kind of put that right on top so that it stays down.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so there we go. That's in.
Boom.
And now we got a little tiny screw right here. We're gonna need a smaller bit for this. Get a smaller one. Hold up.
What happened?
Oh no. Nothing happened. It's just I think I put the order of screws in wrong.
Oh.
Yeah. So actually, this is supposed to go in first.
Oh.
Yeah, and then we put in that
Put
little
the thing
screw.
on that.
Yep. Got a little hiccup right there.
Okay.
These are really uncommon. Most gamers do not have this sort of M.2 drive
Okay.
because it's kind of like a new technology that hasn't totally taken over the market.
Is it not necessary?
Oh, it's necessary. It's just it's expensive, but we got this for a really good deal.
Fact.
Yeah, that looks better.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's gonna be on display right there. And now the final thing we need to install onto this is gonna be the CPU cooler. Now luckily this part is also really easy.
Okay.
Now, do you know what thermal paste is?
I've heard of that actually.
Okay.
No, I just touched it. Is that bad?
Oh no, don't worry. But
Okay, I'm
actually, so what you just touched is
Yeah.
the thermal paste. So it's already pre-applied. You don't need to put on any of your own. So let's actually just put that right on.
Put on the...
Yeah, so actually, I believe this is how you orient it.
Okay.
Yeah. And so just kind of place it down, and then we'll go ahead and screw it in.
So what's the deal with these?
So you'd think this would be like a perfect like rectangle, like the cooler could be oriented in any way and it'd perfectly go on.
Right.
It's actually uneven. So the AMD logo usually has to be on the left side.
But not this one?
Oh. No, actually no, this is right. It's just, I think you're being too cautious.
Probably so.
See, now it's on there.
Yeah.
So actually I'm gonna show you a magic trick in a little bit.
Sweet.
So yeah, when you hear the little like, the creak, that means it's all the way in.
Alright. So this protects my house from getting burnt down?
Yes.
Cool.
That's the magic trick. So if this stays on when you pick it up, you're good. So actually, there we go. And we'll just take this step out of the way, but you also of course gotta plug this in so we can put this. So if you look here on the motherboard, there's these two labels called CPU fan and CHA fan 2.
Okay.
So right there in that little that corner. So we want to plug this in because this is the CPU fan.
So we want it on
this one. Yes.
Yeah, I'm following along. Hey, there we go.
Perfect.
Cool.
So there you go. One.
That was perfect.
So we did a few things behind the scenes so you guys didn't catch, but we kind of cleaned up the setup. But more or less, we got the CPU installed, we have the SSD installed, we have the RAM installed, and the CPU cooler installed. All in one go, on the motherboard.
Easy.
So now we're gonna install the motherboard, and then install the power supply, and then start doing all the cabling and cable management. So in order to install the motherboard, what do you think we need to do?
What do I think we need to do?
Yeah.
Put it in here.
Okay. Okay. Well, actually, I'll provide a little bit of help right here. First thing I like to do is put the case down on its side.
Okay, that makes sense.
And now we're gonna put it like this.
Okay.
So whenever we install the motherboard, we need to put it, it can't be touching the case. It needs to go on these standoffs right here. Now the nice thing about your case is that it already comes with standoffs pre-installed. So basically, on the motherboard, there's all these different holes. We're gonna line up all those holes with the holes on the case. But before we do any of that, because there's a huge mistake that many young amateur builders don't do, is that they don't put in their I/O shield first. They'll always forget it, which is this little guy right here. So let's go ahead and install that real quick.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'll put this in, which way?
So the
I can read it, so it's probably good.
Yeah.
Kind of like so.
And you got it in the right orientation as well.
I sure hope so.
And you're just gonna wanna like press it in, it should click. Use some force if you have to.
Line that up.
There you go. It's a little bit confusing, but we got it. I/O shields are always kind of picky to install. So there we go, we got it in.
Okay.
And now we can get to installing that motherboard.
So how do we start?
So something you can do if you're new is that you can kind of like take your motherboard and like just kind of eyeball it, right? It's gonna need to press up on this I/O shield though. There we are. Oh yeah, there you go. So you just kind of finesse it in there.
On them.
Yeah, like line it up with the I/O shield.
And we're screwing it on there.
Yeah. So we got it lined up. Ooh, now for the screws.
There's a lot.
So I'm gonna say, yeah, these ones.
These ones.
Yeah. You can usually check what screws your system needs through the case manual, but you know, since I'm been so experienced, I can just kind of tell what screws we'll need.
So it's 5 minutes.
All right.
Okay.
I noticed whenever I was first building my computer, this is the part that like I was so like I got super sweaty, doing all this down, being super delicate. You know, these systems can handle a little bit of fidgeting around, so it's okay if you like, you know, accidentally scratch your motherboard or something.
I did that already.
Yeah,
I did that.
Exactly. So I'll let you do the honors and start screwing everything in. And remember, star formation.
Don't know what that means.
Oh, you start from one corner, and then you go to the next corner, and the next corner, so you can kind of like do an X formation. Because you want equal pressure on all sides of the motherboard. Do you see the like? Oh man,
it looks nice.
It's gonna be so clean, guys. We got another 30 minutes to go, but for you guys, it's gonna be like 5 more minutes.
What about this guy? See the last one?
Oh, I mean, you can do that one if you wanted to. Just make sure it's not like top to bottom. Like you're going from corner to
So it's not that important. It's just do the two first ones are the most important. Okay.
Because over time, you don't want your motherboard to bend.
Right.
Because there's been systems where like they actually bend. Because like under heat, the board itself will bend, and like the screw pressure's uneven from like first building it, so it'll just like mold.
Okay.
It'll warp. All right, so we have the motherboard installed now, and let's go ahead and install that power supply. So let's get that ready. So, power supply. Now, first question. Do you think the power supply fan faces up or faces down?
Down.
Why do you think?
Because the outlet, I've seen outlets face like that before.
Okay, all right, smart. Or if you wanted to, you can actually check the orientation of the labeling. So that way, if this were face down, you could actually see like, you know, like, oh, this is...
Oh, and it's got vent right there.
Yeah, true. Yeah. So you want the fan going out to the vent. So I'll let you put it in.
How?
Oh, wait, hold up. Check this out.
It does go in from there?
Oh, damn it. That's why they got this thing. So you have to take it off first.
Okay.
Yeah, now that's not gonna line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't want to fully screw in one side. You want to like do it halfway and then finish it later on.
Sick.
All right, we got it. So now the power supply's in. Now we're like literally almost done because remember, there's no SSDs, there's no hard drives. So all we have to do is just plug in all of our power cables and all of our front panel connectors, and the system is basically done. So let's go ahead and get in the power cables. So this big thick cable, where do you think it goes?
Okay.
So with the system,
yeah.
do you see this big?
I do.
Yes, so that is the motherboard power connector, this big guy.
That guy.
Now, do you see right up here in this corner, this guy?
Yeah.
That's the CPU power.
Okay.
Yeah. And then all these, we'll wait for later. This is actually for the GTX 1080.
Okay.
Right here we have this opening. This is where we can fit in our cables. So we'll just put this in right here. Perfect. Nice. All right, so that's the power for the CPU and motherboard taken care out of the way. And now actually to the hardest part of the computer, we're nearly finished, is now we gotta plug in all these little front panel connectors right here. And that can be done through taking care of all this. But some of these are fans, so we'll have to differentiate them. Okay, so we installed the power supply, we installed the motherboard, we got a little bit of the cabling done, but now let's get to the nitty gritty, that being the front I/O panel connector. So all these guys up here. Now we've kind of done a little bit of pre-preparation, we even had to take a photo because fortunately the motherboard right here doesn't actually include the front I/O panel kind of like guide on like where to put in what pins. So we had to take a picture of the motherboard itself and kind of like just see
where creative.
Like, yeah, just see like where the pins go. I don't know, like Asus should have just included it in the manual, but we had to take a photo, but now we can actually see where the pins go. And I know Justin is really new to this, so I'll show him what I'm doing, But this is kind of a hard part. But we got all the cameras needed to show you guys what I'm going to be doing. Right here, this blue-looking guy. We're gonna put this. It's right here. This says, and you can't see it, but it says USB 3.0.
Snaps in.
And here, this is HD audio. It usually goes to the far left of the motherboard. And a handy tip I like to use is that you can like see where that one pin that isn't supposed to be there is. And just kind of line it up with the right pins that match with it. So you see right here, there's no pin, and here there's no pin.
Right.
Use your brain and just figure it out.
Brain.
There we go.
5 bit.
And now the hard part. HDD LED. So we're gonna stick this guy right here. So for the naming, I usually like to just put it top side up.
So you can look and see what it is.
Plus and minus. Yep. And then there's no reset button on this case. So now we're going to get our power LED plus and minus.
Yep. And
now power switch goes right there. Yeah. All right. You got that out of the way. So we got all that complicated stuff out of the way. You just have to, sometimes you have to be creative, right? Like what Justin said.
Yeah.
I had to take a photo right here on my phone, basically, of what the motherboard looked like. So now that's taken care of. And now, let's go ahead and plug in the fans. Okay. So I lied. We're actually just gonna plug it straight into the.
Let's do it.
Yep. So actually, we're gonna need another cable. So you know that peripheral slot that was on our power supply that you thought we wouldn't need?
Yeah.
We're actually gonna need it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is the one peripheral. Great. All right. So the fans are plugged in, and we're gonna plug in the graphics card now.
Okay.
We're already there. I'll let you do the honors. I'll let you do the honors.
Of opening her?
Oh yes. This is the bread and butter of your system. Here you go.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh, here, let's put it right there. There you go. This was at one point like an $800 graphics card.
Seriously?
Because of the cryptocurrency inflation that happened earlier this year.
Is that gonna matter?
Nah, we don't need it. All the drivers that could come with this graphics card, we can just install online.
Okay. Is that it?
That's it. Okay. Because we don't want anything covering up this like purple cool like. Oh shit. Bam. Oh, it's so clean.
That looks nice.
That's
kind of gold.
That's gonna go perfect with the motherboard.
It actually is.
It's like gunmetal gray.
Yo, let's go.
I planned this out. I saw this coming. I knew it. What you want to name the system again? The
Royal Assassin.
Oh my god. That is exactly the system. So first things first, you have to take out these PCI brackets.
Okay.
So let's take out these two right here because the size of our graphics card is 2 PCI brackets. Okay. All right, neato.
Sick.
All right, I'm gonna let you do this.
What am I doing?
I want you to plug in the graphics card. Do you think you got this?
Maybe. Which way does he go?
So you see this stuff right here? Oh, don't touch that. It's very good. This is the actual connection that goes to your motherboard from your graphics card.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And you see this.
Well, when you say it like that.
Yeah, you see this? That's the part that needs to stick out.
So it's so it's gotta go like that.
Yes. So you see this cool back plate.
And which one?
So this first one, the first gray one right there, I'm gonna plug it into there.
It?
Yep.
Is that pop over?
Yeah, just press that down. Yeah, you wanna go down a little bit lower. There you go. All you. You got this. You got this.
Is that it?
Oh, let me check. Oh yeah, that's it.
Oh,
bro.
That looks nice.
Bro. See, like, if we had a longer card, then it would have, like, gone past this.
Yeah. I like the copper.
Oh, which
Yo, that looks sick.
When the motherboard turns on, there's, like, a little yellow stripe. So that
For real?
Yeah. Oh, yo, that copper looks cool.
No, it really does.
All right.
It really works with the purple.
So we gotta plug this in. So let's go ahead and plug in the graphics card. So we're gonna need VGA. Yes. All right, I'll take care of this.
Okay.
So I'll put this around here. You take it. So whenever you actually plug in your computer to your monitor, you're gonna want to use your graphics card because these are your actual graphics outputs.
Where's my HD?
Yep. Yeah, don't use this.
Okay.
This is poop.
Okay. Now which one is this?
Oh, that's an extra one. You don't need it.
Oh wait, so this little dangle?
Yeah.
Don't need that.
No. Oh no, you gotta put that in right there.
This one goes in there.
Yeah. Oh, either or will work. I thought you were talking about the way you put it in.
It's gonna be okay for ours.
Yeah. Gotta just sit there right there. Just gotta see if it turns on first.
And then we can mess with the stuff later.
Yep. Board. Yes.
Clap time.
Yes, clap time.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, so we plugged in everything, the fans, the front eye-open connectors, the power cables, literally everything. And this is a super quick computer, by the way. This thing took no time to build.
None.
But now we are already at that point where we're gonna turn on this computer, see if it actually works,
That'd be nice.
and get to installing Windows and all that. So, no, not yet, because we have to install Windows first, so we gotta plug in this USB drive.
Okay.
So, in an old school computer, you would plug in or you would have a DVD drive, and then you put a Windows CD in it, right? And it goes straight to the CD for booting up Windows. We're basically doing the same thing, but with this USB drive right here. So now, we're gonna put this in. Whoa. Oh, damn. It goes in this way.
You know, there's three orientations of the USB. It's the first one you put in, the second one you put in, then the right one.
Dave. Now, yes, flip the switch.
Oh!
You actually press the power button.
Yeah. Yo.
Bro, you didn't plug in the HDMI cable. There you go, you rascal. Plug her in.
I guess.
That lit up.
Yeah, no, that's what I was looking at. It looks nice.
All right, come on. Let's see the actual deal.
Let's do the real thing.
All right, you got it. Ooh.
Oh.
Let's turn her on.
Okay.
And.
Well.
So, yes, we didn't have the HDMI cable plugged in. It's good to get one, but now we're good. As you can see, we have the Windows installation screen on us, and we heard the beep from the BIOS speaker, so we're good now. We got a little bit scared because we didn't have it plugged in and this stuff happened, but now it's all good. I mean, if your system doesn't boot up the first time, you just gotta turn it off and literally turn it back on. Fixes a lot of things. Anyways, now let's go ahead and install Windows. So actually, I'm gonna run you through this because a lot of people want to see this. So, all right, so installing Windows 10, hit next, install now. This is literally the easiest part, but people get so oh my god, they start freaking out and stuff. So now you freak out. So here we don't have a product key, but don't worry, we'll just click that, and I'll just move on to the next part. And then here we want to install, let's do Windows 10 Home. There's no need to go Pro. And the price difference in actually getting a key is $1.
Right, okay.
So of course, we read everything clearly. Hit next. Custom, because we're not upgrading Windows, we're installing Windows on a new system. And there's our 1 terabyte M.2 drive. This is gonna be so quick. You ready?
Ready.
This is gonna be all right, there we go. So everything is working now. Why?
That's peaceful.
It's the Royal Assassin.
Royal Assassin.
It is the Royal Assassin. Oh my god. Oh, Do you have an idea of how to install drivers?
Drivers, yeah. I used to. You
Alright,
just
great.
find them online, right?
Yeah, find them online, install it. It's the easiest thing. A lot of people overcomplicate it. So Justin, what's gonna be the first game you install on this new PC?
I'm hoping it's not League of Legends, because that'll ruin me all
Uh-oh.
over again.
Uh-oh.
But probably. And then I really want the new Black Clover game,
Okay,
because
Black
it
Clover.
looks sick.
Uh-huh.
Staying away from Overwatch.
I heard a little bit of Project M. Is this a confirmed rumor?
Who knows?
Project M, net played on Dolphin.
knows?
Oh, we're already at 72%. Oh my god. Yo, no, this thing's gonna boot in like a second. It's gonna go.
Probably gonna download a couple of those new Battle Royale games. You know, just because there's a million.
Oh, okay.
Realm Royale.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
So Realm Royale, League of Legends,
No.
maybe Project
No. Not
Okay.
League.
You're not doing Overwatch, and then you have Black Clover.
Yeah.
Any other
that's
games?
fun. Probably.
What's your Steam library look like?
Oh, it's not that big. I've got like 70 games or so.
Okay.
Yeah. I used to play a lot. So
Mm.
Dota 2. Like 1,000 hours.
Any new games you're looking forward to? Battlefield 5, Black Ops 4.
I don't know if I'll get it.
Give it up.
I don't know if I'm Battlefield 5.
Monster Hunter World. Ooh.
That's a good game.
Oh my god, I forgot all the games that are coming out.
Right.
I'm
I
just
can't think of
thinking.
any.
Oh, yep. Okay, so yeah, that beep indicated that we already got Windows, and it should. There you go.
Sick.
We're getting into Windows, so now like the actual setup should begin. So yeah, that's how quick it installed Windows.
Yeah, that's
on a hard
very,
drive,
very fast.
it take like 30 minutes on a hard drive.
That was quick.
And that took like 7 minutes.
Yeah, maybe.
Your PC is gonna be faster than mine.
For real?
Yeah, because I have a Vega 56, which is the
That thing in there?
yeah, it's the equivalent of a 1070,
Ah,
and you have a 1080.
Yeah.
And I have an 8-core Ryzen processor, but it's a first gen. You have a second gen 6-core, which that extra 2 cores, I'm probably gonna win in like editing and stuff like that. But for gaming, you're gonna have still, I think, maybe a slightly faster CPU because it's the second gen and it's gonna be at a higher clock speed.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe I could be wrong, but the 1080 itself is gonna be like baller. And it's rebooting again. Oh yeah, it needs to do it a few times.
That's fine.
Oh yeah, bro. There you are. Yeah, this is all you.
Do I want a meme name or not?
Yo, this is your computer. Right now, you have to get a name.
This is such a big decision.
You could change it.
I know, but like for the video, I gotta go with video.
Oh, you're doing it?
I gotta go with some meme name.
Absolute mad lad.
Bean Sama.
Bean Sama? Okay, so we got everything. We're all good to go. We went ahead and selected our install options for Windows. I mean, this literally took like such little time to actually install it. But yeah, there we go. We built a computer and probably one of the quickest times ever. And you know, this is for Justin, and now he's officially back into the master race.
I'm back. I'm back in the PC master race.
Oh yeah. And you better get to like playing some games with this thing, because that 1080 is gonna be killer. Especially VR.
That's the plan. That's
Okay.
the plan.
Alright, well anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this PC build video, and as always, be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and all that, and this is the ScatterVolt channel. Signing out.